So if you're gonna do you can't do it because it's over now. But if you did it, and for the next couple of stages, that is a TT, don't go out too hard. That's what I take with me from the first classification. Just don't push too much in the beginning, because you will pay in the end more than you gain in the beginning, and that's not good. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today I want to share my journey in the FFR World Tour on Zwift. This is my first time participating in the race series, and I'm really excited to take on this challenge. And as far as I know, it's a really fun and well balanced for the race category that truly, I think it's truly going to push my limits and test my abilities. And just of now, I just completed my first race, the ITT, which is a requirement for getting in the right classification for the race forward or the race to come. Since I finished my race, I want to share with you how it went, the highlights and what I learned from it. So the ITT, the first classification race, they was set on everything bagel route. The distance was 38 kilometers, and the elevation gain is 868 meters. So quite a lot of climbing in the first one. We are going to pass the New York KOM reverse and the New York KOM before tackling the New York KOM reverse yet again. I had a pretty good game plan going into this one, but as always, it's just as good of a plan as you execute it. And I went pretty deep up the first New York KOM reverse, and in hindsight it was quite a mistake to go out too hard, but feeling okay with the descent. On power on the road leading up to the second climb of the race was pretty good, and the second climb was the New York KOM. I did my best up this climb, but it was here that signs of going too hard in the first climb really showed. But I managed to get up at a pretty good pace, and as we get over this climb, the power really dropped, and I lost quite a lot of time on the flatter section after the second climb. Going over the normal finish line was pretty mental challenging, and knowing that yet another climb was remaining before the finish line. It was the climb that we did the first pass, the New York KOM reverse. Not quite to the top, but pretty much all the climb. And as we got into this climb, it really started to show what the strategy or not following the strategy had done, because I lost a good amount of time in this climb that really was not the optimal. No, for sure not. And in hindsight, the first race or classification race of the FRR was a real challenge. It was mentally challenging, but I'm looking forward to doing the other races and see how the classification turns out in form of competition, and how even spread out we are in the races to come. I feel a little bit afraid, but I'm mostly glad that I registered and showed up to this event, and I'm gonna follow through with the remaining of the races and see how far we can get. It was brutal, yes it was, but I'm glad I showed up to this race. I'm glad I signed up for the tour, and gonna give it all I got in the remaining stages. Don't have any strategy for the GC or Polka Jersey or the climbing, but let's just find out, because I guess there are a lot of strong riders in this field, and it's going to be exciting. And I also want to let you know that I will keep you updated with post-race report from every stage of the tour. And if you're enjoying this as much as I do, feel free to subscribe, and you can follow my journey through this series.